If you're planning to study in the UK, then you've probably heard of the Pre-CAS credibility interview. A lot of students panic because they think it's an exam or a trap interview. But the truth is, the interview is simply designed to confirm that you're a genuine student with a clear study plan, financial preparation, and realistic career goals. In this video, I'll explain the real purpose of the Pre-CAS interview, the mindset you should have during the interview, common interview questions, and the best way to answer them correctly. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to approach your interview confidently, naturally, and ace it flawlessly. In case you're new here, I'm Layefa. I've been a study counselor for almost 4 years, and I've counseled over 100 students who have successfully gone ahead to study abroad. I've also had the privilege of interacting with more than 30 schools across different countries. This makes me equipped to guide you through all the aspects of your study application as well as your visa. As I always say, listen attentively, take notes so you can ask me questions at the end of this video. Let's get right into it. Now, what is this Pre-CAS credibility interview? Every university in the UK that accepts international students must have a sponsor license from the UKVI. Before a university issues your CAS, they may conduct a credibility interview, and they do this to make sure that students are genuine and will follow UK visa rules. The university is basically preparing you so that when you apply for your visa, you have a high chance of getting it. If many students from a university keep getting visa refusals, the UKVI would send something fishy, and they may question the admission process of this university or even revoke their sponsor license. That is why the universities carry out Pre-CAS interview. In summary, it helps the university determine that you're a genuine student, you understand your course, you have a realistic career plan, you understand your finances, and you are likely to comply with UK visa rules. Remember, they want to reduce visa refusals by ensuring that you are credible and you get a visa approval before issuing a CAS. This interview is not meant to scare you. It is actually meant to help you. Now that you understand the why, I want to tell you the best mindset to have for this interview. The biggest mistake a student make is trying to sound overly perfect or overly memorized. Instead, your goal should be to sound clear, honest, consistent, and career focused. Think of this interview as a conversation, not an interrogation. Every answer should help the interviewer to understand why this course makes sense for your future. If your answers are realistic and connected, you're doing well. Now, the 4 things to note. Number 1, your purpose of study. The university wants to know why you chose the course. Your answer should connect your previous education, your work experience, or your future career plans. Let me give you an example. Imagine your answer goes like this. This course aligns with my long-term career goals because it will help me gain the advanced skills and the international exposure needed in my field. Avoid saying, I just like this course. My friend recommended it. I want to leave my country. Always connect your answers to your future. Now, the second thing to note. The university wants to know whether you research your options properly. Imagine you're asked the reasons why you chose the university. Examples can be placement opportunities, industry links, strong modules, good facilities, graduate employability, accreditation, and research reputation. A good example can be, I chose the UK because of its global recognized educational system and its strong practical learning approach. Avoid generic answers like, UK is a good country. I have family there. Now, let's talk about financial preparedness. This is very important. You must know your tuition fee, deposit paid, remaining balance, living expenses, accommodation costs, and your sponsor's occupation. If your sponsor is paying, know what they do for work, source of income, and how they can afford your education. Do not sound confused about money. For example, you can say, my tuition fee is £16,000. I have already paid £5,000 as deposits, and my sponsor will cover the remaining balance and the living expense. Then you go ahead to explain who your sponsor is and what they do for work. Now, for the last one, which is your career plans and your intent to return home. The university wants to see realistic plans. Your answer should show that there are opportunities waiting for you back home. You have a clear long-term goal and the qualification is useful in your home country. As an example, you can say, after my studies, I plan to return to Nigeria and work in the healthcare sector, where there is an increasing demand for professionals with international qualifications. Avoid saying, I want to relocate permanently. I want to stay in the UK forever. That is a major red flag. Now, the common pre-CAS questions and how to answer them. If you're asked why you chose to study in the UK, simple answer can be, I chose to study in the UK because of its globally recognized educational system, vertical teaching approach, and shorter course duration compared to other countries. If you're asked why you chose to study the course, you can say, I chose this course because it aligns with my academic background and my future plans. It will help me develop advanced skills needed in my profession. If you're asked why you chose the university, mention the specific features. I chose this university because of its strong course modules, its industry connection, and supporting learning environment. If you're asked to give 3 reasons why you chose the university, emphasize the relevance of the modules, the graduate employability, the reputation of the school, and the facilities. Keep it simple and direct. If you're asked the campus you're studying at, know your exact campus location. Never sound unsure. If you're asked, what other universities do you research? Always mention real universities you genuinely considered. You can say, I also researched the University of Hertfordshire and Birmingham City University before making my final decision. It is completely okay if you had a second and third option. If you are asked, did you consider any other course? Say yes if you did. For example, yes, I considered a related course, but I chose this one because it aligns better with my long-term career goals. If you are asked, does your course align with your future career plan? Your answer should always be yes. Then you have to explain how, because it is your career and your future. You should know about it better than anyone. If you are asked, do you plan to work while studying? This is the safe answer. My priority is my studies, but I may work part-time within the UKVI permitted hours to support my living expenses and gain experience. If you are asked, what country do you plan to work in after graduation? If your home country is Nigeria, say you plan to return to Nigeria to apply your knowledge and skills gained from your degree. If you are asked, how much do you expect to earn after graduation? Research realistic salary expectations in your field. Do not exaggerate. If you are asked where you plan to live while studying, know your accommodation details. You can say, I plan to stay in the university accommodation near the campus. If you are asked, how much will accommodation cost weekly? Know your estimated rent. If it's your university accommodation, check the website for the price. If you are asked, how will you travel to campus? Simple answer, walking, bus, train, or university shuttle. If you are asked, how much do you intend to spend on weekly expenses? Know realistic estimates for food, transportation, utilities, and personal expenses. Now, this is a very important thing to note. Some universities pre-record the interview and you're given a minimum time to answer each question. Sometimes it could be 30 seconds per question. So you need to take your time and prepare before the interview. Your pre-CAS interview is not about perfection. It's about credibility. If you can clearly explain why you chose the course, why you chose the university, how it connects to your future, and how your education will be funded, then you're already on the right track. Remember, be clear, be very confident, be consistent, and stay career focused. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with other students, especially the ones preparing for their UK study journey. Thank you for watching, and I wish you success in your pre-CAS interview. As always, I'm your favorite study counselor. See you in my next one. Bye.